Hi guys, I'm Shmee. Hello to you. Good morning from the supercar paddock at the 2018 Goodwood Festival of Speed, where today's video is going to be a hill climb run in the LaFerrari Aperta, the car from Chris at Tempesta Racing. I'm going to jump into this and go for a blast up the hill climb to experience the open top hypercar from Ferrari, one of the rarest of the rare. Let's check it out and then jump in. It's all go here now in the paddock, the 488 Pista alongside just being started up, but I'm sure the LaFerrari Aperta does not need too much by way of an introduction. It's Ferrari's most special, limited, recent hypercar, presented in their 70th anniversary year, and I think we can hear it start. We come around the back any second now. Into life it roars. We'll run over some of the details in a second, but there are 210 of these in total. They built 200 for customers, and given it was their 70th anniversary year, they built an additional 9 for the factory to use for various events around the world. A 210th has more recently been built for a charity auction to donate the proceeds. Back here there's a 6.3 litre naturally aspirated V12 assisted by an electrical hybrid system to produce a total of 963 horsepower, 950 brake horsepower. But look at the looks of this thing, the pointy nose. This is the traditional livery for it, the way it was launched, with the metallic black paintwork, with the red pinstripe accents running around the nose with the cooling there, loads of open space to get as much airflow through the car as possible down at the front. The mirrors had to be readjusted for the Aperta to take off the roof from the coupe, of which they made 499. A number of changes had to be made to the aero underneath the front and to the door mechanism. So the way the doors open up is actually really quite nice to see, the way they come outwards and upwards to give that almost fan butterfly-like style. Come around and open up the driver's side too, where we can see a little bit of the interior right now. The seats are bolted right down into the tub. You move the pedal box to get yourself comfortable, the pedal box and the steering wheel. Digital display going on in there so you can see exactly what's going on. Tyre pressures and temperatures up at the moment. Revs up to 9,000 RPM from the V12. This is the LaFerrari Aperta. This is a very, very special car, and today is going to be about experiencing it. So let's jump in a second and get ready to head on out up the hill climb. Also here to start with the lineup of road cars from Ferrari, it's the Aperta at the end, then the Pista, then the 812 Superfast, the Portofino, the GTC4Lusso T, and then this way it's the XX program cars, where we have the Tempesta Racing 599XX. Chris has driven this car on tracks around the world. Then we've got the FXX, which is the Enzo-based track hypercar, and at the end, the FXX K Evo, the LaFerrari-based car, and these all have V12s and sound absolutely absurd, as we're probably going to hear at some point in this video. Anyway, I need to get myself back down to the end, get in the car, because I think it's time to head on out. Case in point, 599 is running, FXX is running. Wow. Oh, we don't want to turn it That was ridiculous. What a start. So we get lined up here before we descend down the hill climb course, and then it'll be time for the blast back up. But already the noise and feel of this car is extraordinary. It's second to none. I've been lucky enough to drive one before, and just coming in it now, immediately getting memories of that. This is going to be epic. I cannot wait. Out we go then. Down towards the start, past the crowds and the grandstands. Nicely done by the Pista. The sound of this car though is just mesmerizing. We're going 40 kilometers per hour or so, and it sounds phenomenal. Just a dream. Nobody does a downshift like that, or makes a V12 that sounds like this. Glorious. This is always one of the best bits as you pass the other cars like that, the Neo EP9 going the other way, and the Lusso, and the Portofino. I do think that's a good looking car. Down towards the bottom. That first gear whale, the naturally aspirated engine. Turnaround point in the sunshine. Oh, that noise of the 812. Look at those things. the Brabham, and then that's your 599XX. Vulcan AMR. What a ridiculous place to be. Like nothing else. The LaFerrari is substantially a different league to what I would say a regular supercar can do. Holy moly, that is absolutely ridiculous, and just every single possible way I could describe insane. As we come back round to join the lineup of all the cars here up at the top. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
There we go. Seriously, very few words for the epicness of this. That's the FXX K Evo. Oh, we couldn't see that, but it was pretty epic. And now the FXX comes around as well. Just enjoy the sound of this. Mega. By the Brabham. And in a second, 599XX should come around here too. Look, we're joined by the FXX K Evo right there. Here it comes. The sound of heaven. Welcome to heaven, up here at the top of the Goodwood Hillclimb. The Singer DLS is one noisy car, but here we are, right up at the very top, surrounded by just about everything, including the Koenigsegg Regera as well rolling through. This is Dreamland, the latest and greatest supercars from every manufacturer around us up here. But the LaFerrari Aperta, does it get better than that for a road-going, well, supercar, but in this case, very much hypercar? The noise that you hear from the engine with the open roof. You have the Targa top panel that you lift up and remove. You can have it carbon fiber. It's Design 01 Duerta, or you can have it painted, depending on the spec of the car. That lifts away, gives you the open air experience from that engine, and the noise out of this exhaust. That's a naturally aspirated V12 as well, a 6.3 also as it happens. But this car, wow, my word, it's low. It looks like a spaceship of some sort, a bit insect-like almost, with these extended mirror arms that it has hanging out. But the design, the way it swoops and cuts out here, the way the airflow channels in and around that vent that reduces swelling from the wheel wells by allowing it to come back, the general sculpture and shapes that you have over the entirety of the car for cooling. There's the spoiler back here, so this actually pops out and comes out if you're braking hard, for example, as an air brake, but it's actively moving dynamically as you're driving. Down at the bottom at the back, you also have some active aero flaps that are doing their thing, that adjust as you're going up the hill, braking, accelerating, etc. as part of this very big diffuser shape that you have on either side. So what else can we have a look at? Well, actually, we're right next to the FXX K Evo. The Evo introduced a massive wing. So the regular FXX K was introduced as the track-going version of the LaF Coupe, and it had these kind of winglets at the back, but the Evo has introduced the shark fin with the full-width wing running the entire width across the back of the car there. Look at that diffuser blade. I'm not even quite sure how that works, but aero trickery at its finest. The hanging out end plates down at the back here are actually some crazy shapes when you look at this thing that I haven't actually previously taken in. Most of the shape is familiar and similar, slightly more enhanced, but the panels following a similar pattern and line, even more open for the radiator fans. Just have a look in there. Huge amounts of cooling effort needed. Splitter extenders, the aggressive canards with the curved up edges as well, and then motorsport wheels. No step, I like that. No step on the carbon fiber splitter. You don't want to break that. It would be very expensive. And then inside, pure race car, obviously. These are the cars. I can't remember the exact number, but it's maybe 9 of these in total. These that you take to tracks like Monza, Silverstone, Laguna Seca, you name it, and they run the programs to drive them. Actually, look at those fins, even on the rear shark fin. Fins off a fin. That's how crazy it is. But here, the ultimate for the track and the ultimate for the road, pretty much in one place. And then just everything else to put the icing on the cake. He's sneaking around the outside. We might have to follow the FXX K Evo down. That'd be quite cool. Or at least follow the Ferraris down. Yeah. Pista can put on a show for us. Goodness me, there we go. Tuck in behind the 488 Pista that I've also enjoyed a hill climb run in. Having a lot of fun with that in the Pista Pilotti. The noises that this car makes, just in first gear with some midway through the rev range, the lift-off sounds, the burbles, the rawness of it, especially as we go alongside the wall here, following this line of cars back down the hill. What a ridiculous occasion at Goodwood. Asked all the people who've just had a proper show put on for them. Wow. The view out there, the mirrors hanging so far out, the view over the back of the rear arches, such a distinct shape as well in the LaFerrari. Sweet spot, isn't it? The like 4,000 RPM sound you get. It's so good. Under the gantry, past the Goodwood house, sculpture outside, and that lineup and view in front of us with the Ferraris. Mega, absolutely mega. So we head back round now towards the paddock. Park up. So many people, it's like doing a supercar rally coming back here. The noise of the 812 Superfast, then there's the 599XX. Goodness me! That was pretty epic. And then we follow the 488 Pista. Wow, it's getting a bit smoky here. Mega tire smoke coming off the Pista. Wow, that's so loud. So loud. Oh goodness me. The Pista Pilotti is very cool. So let's system up to get over the little bump. And we rejoin the supercar paddock. Park back up in the line. All the cars parking in sync. Or semi-sync, we could say. We've borrowed someone else's spot right here, but there we go. The reverse camera comes up on the driver's dashboard, which is a nice little touch. Makes it easy to get back. But pretty much everything in here is very stripped out. It's just Alcantara, carbon fiber, air vents, media controls, air conditioning, all operated through the driver display. Wicked, awesome. Thank you very much. Awesome experience, amazing fun. There we go then. the Aperta, as all the cars around us now parking up, coming to the end of the supercar run here at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. But that was quite frankly epic. It's the sound that it makes, but the speed, my word, the speed. Honestly, I've been up that hill climb in, well, a fair few different supercars in the last couple of days as well. And I guess I'm used to feeling 600 horsepower, 700 horsepower, 800 horsepower, but 950 brake horsepower is just something completely different. The propulsion is unreal. It just goes in a way, well, instantly, cleanly, a linear power delivery in a way that it just pushes you in the seat like you wouldn't believe, honestly. So astonishingly quick. Yeah, it's the LaFerrari, right? It's called the Ferrari, literally, for a reason, because it's a very, very, very special piece of equipment. Just noticed actually the red accent stripe painted around through the sides as well. Ceramic brakes, naturally. Fun fact, Chris has an FXX K Evo coming soon as part of Tempesta Racing, and it's going to be his first ever red Ferrari, which is a surprise. This one, of course, painted in black. You can get these in 5 different colours: black, grey, white, yellow, or Rosso Corsa, the traditional Ferrari red paintwork. But yeah, awesome fun. Big thanks to him. Big thanks to Ferrari for the opportunity, also for having the car here at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. I hope you enjoyed the video, the noises, the sights, the sounds. So thank you very much as always for watching, and I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.